Yo, Merry Christmas. It's all good. You can dip if you'd like. Don't feel like you gotta stay. What's up, Caleb? Kaylin? What's up, man? Surprisingly, there's 2 people here on a Christmas at 10 p.m., which is a lot of respect, but I thought I'd be able to go on live for a bit and just talk naturally, but I don't want to be an asshole, so I'm going to talk a little bit quiet into my mic. They both got headphones in, but just in case. I think Merry day after Christmas to you, my Texan brother. I think I gotta start going live from like my house instead of just when I run or work out. I wonder how much it affects my viewership. Georgia. Damn, what's up, guys? Did you guys have a good Christmas? Or are you guys watching from inside your bed, like just laying down? I've always wondered, like, how my live is like engaging enough for someone to watch without scrolling away. But I think for a lot of people about to go to sleep, like about to pass out while scrolling, my live is like a good place to go. I won't yell or say anything wacky, try to get attention. What's up, perchance? Yeah, good Christmas. I can't sleep. Thank you, Death by Valrog. Mateja, thanks for the follow. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, if you're just laying on your side with your phone against your hand, welcome. I'm going to be working out. Yeah, I do concern myself with my health. I did hear about the Clav thing. I might make a video on it. I don't think it's a... I'm not into the gut microbiome at all, bro. That's you're a long-time watcher. What's up, Michael? Yeah, the Clav thing. So I'm gonna say something. I don't think it's a guarantee that he's gonna get put away, because there's clips of him earlier in the day. The stream snipers are not like, it's not like 2 guys following him. It's like a group of like 10 guys. Maybe it's not the same day. I didn't want to do that research. All right, I have to lay against the floor and push my ankle against the wall. So yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be surprised if Clav doesn't... I don't think Clav's going to go away for a long ass time. Mango, I'm a programmer. And right now I'm laying while pushing my foot against the wall to exercise the outside of my foot. But yeah, I think Clav might get away with he might get away scot-free. I really don't know. What's up, Auburn? You must be on break now, right? Last time you were studying for your last final, if I recall correctly. Oh, Cart Knight, what's up? I remember you had the health issue. I am not, Cart Knight. And just for the people right now joining, I'm laying down and pushing my ankle against the wall to exercise the outside of my foot. Holy crap, all A's in mechanical engineering. That's a big deal. Not all A's are treated the same. Yeah, it really depends on if they can prove intent, because he said a lot of jokes, but you put them all together and you take into account his character, it looks pretty bad. Yeah, Gabby Gabs, I am laying down, pushing my ankle against the wall. The nicotine's going okay, not really. I just caved all day today because I think I would not have been okay at my parents' house. Best semester yet. Good. Finished strong all throughout. No, this is not my house. I live in an apartment, and this is the apartment gym. And I actually kind of pushed myself to come here because I thought it'd be empty, but there's a couple other grinders here on a Christmas day. Merry Christmas, Weeman. Claude Code is pretty good. I'm doing that for a fifth metatarsal, like, irritation. Got a new nick. I've seen that. It's so crazy, and then we just throw them away. Cart Night I did for a short while. Yeah, I was on the ZA every day for like 5 years, which is partly why I'm kind of against it now. Yeah. Cart Night, yes I do, but I'm trying to change that very soon. I'm doing okay. I'm pushing my ankle against the wall. It's like an ankle exercise. Okay, but now I'm done with that. My story is pretty unique, perchance. If I'm being honest, I don't know that you could easily replicate it. I got into street drifting while I was living in San Diego. So I would get home at like 2 a.m. And then I didn't want to be on the ZA while I was doing that. And then by the time I got good enough at the drifting that I could do it on the ZA, I was kind of like over it. And during that period of my life, I couldn't hit the ZA inside. So I would get home and I'd want to get inside my house, and I didn't want to wait or like delay. This is pretty good. So basically, the way that I quit is I get how do you get involved with drifting? That's really tough to answer. I might do a story time one day, but like you can't do it in like LA because those are like takeovers. Those are like much more disruptive. In San Diego, there were takeovers, but there was also more low-key stuff. No, the drifting was too intense for me to do while on the ZA. It's the first thing I'd done in a long time that I loved doing, to the point where I didn't feel like hitting the ZA. Northern Line, who's that? Yeah, Cart Night, I need a new haircut. It's not the barber's problem. I don't give him good instructions. Kaylin, yes, I felt like life was boring. I feel like if anything, there's better information about this now that we know about like dopamine, you know? I think if you're on this all day, every day, and then life feels boring when you're sober, it's because you have to reset your dopamine. Leo, this is an apartment home gym. You hit ZA on the regular? No, at this point I probably do it like 5 times a year. So yeah, the drifting took its place. A lot of things lined up to make it easy. No, nothing gives me the joy that I felt when I was street drifting. That was really, I think, not the happiest, but when I felt the most alive. And then afterwards, it just kind of stuck. My defense is okay, I think. I have long arms. I have a +2 ape index. Is everyone just winding down from Christmas? I kind of didn't expect that many people to be watching. B-ball footage when? If you guys can convince John Cannon to play with me, he'll whoop my ass, but I'll lock that guy down. Thank you. Always trying to suck. Yeah. Thank you. Always trying to suck. Yeah. And pickleball players kind of piss me off. They like annoy me. So it's satisfying to win, but nothing compares to street drifting. I got into rock climbing. I rock climbed a fair amount, but honestly, nothing compares to street drifting, because like you could get in trouble with cops too. So that kind of felt really exciting. Right now, Apple user, I'm doing a bunch of stuff for my foot. And then after that, I'm just gonna lift a bunch of stuff. Oh my God, chat is popping off today. Yeah, Kaylon, you can kick it. If you had talked to me when I was hitting the Zaw all day, every day, I didn't think I could ever quit. Like, it just seems so crazy, because I really, like, not being on the Zaw was, like, very annoying for me, you know? Like, normal did not feel normal anymore. And then finally, it stopped. Thank you, Red Booker. Thank you, Hellhound. Do I read? Yeah, if you want to join my Discord, I've started a couple reading clubs. I'm going to read The Essential Hamilton, which is a bunch of letters that Hamilton wrote, because I just watched Hamilton, and like I really liked it, and now I want to learn more about this Hamilton guy. Thank you, Cart Knight. I mean, I said audiobooks are basically reading. Yeah, it's not even like it structures my whole day, because it's just like when it takes over everything, yeah, it does structure my whole day, but it didn't even feel that way, right? It's like everything else gets in the way of being on the Zaw. You know, I don't know if everyone gets it. There's a lot of people who've always moderated, and they don't really understand what it is. What is FME? What's up, Lost to Go? Yeah, Korean unks, bro. I'm pretty whitewashed, I'm not gonna lie. Nice. I don't have my Kindle jailbroken. Didn't seem like worth it, but I do know about CE Library. Thanks for calling me Mufasa. That feels good, Mango. If you're in, yeah, I think I'm gonna go cold turkey. I've done that before. Are you Chinese? No, I'm Korean. Peace out, Mango. Thanks for being here. You're the real Christmas miracle. Thank you. It's my apartment gym, guys. So it's my home gym, but it's not like I bought all this stuff. It's in my apartment. Varun, I actually did get my IQ tested because I thought it was going to be really low. I met someone who was really smart, and I wondered, like, have I been stupid this whole time? So I got my IQ tested. I played on Connie when I played MapleStory. That was a long ass time ago. Thank you, Bingus. Yeah, Varan, so that's the thing you gotta decide. Are you taking the IQ test so that you can be told that you're smart so you can tell people? Or because you wanna know what it is? For me, I wanted to know. Auburn, thank you for saying that. Yeah, I think a lot of people who are as smart as me would never question. But when I met these people who really were super smart, it made me question, like maybe I just hang out with dumb people. Windia means you're just a smidge older than I am. You must have been just a little bit older. You must have gotten to MapleStory like 6 months before I did. What's up, Noah? How you doing? Thanks for the heart, me. Elephant in the brain, Bronx. Please DM me about it. All right, this is my last foot-focused exercise. I need like a resistance band, but there doesn't seem to be one. So, kind of going out of my way. This might look stupid. This might not be the best way. Holy crap, thanks for the heart, me, Bronx. Thanks for the heart, me, Noah. Do I go to Korea often? I've been there twice. Man, chat is really popping off. Really, me, thank you. You were just introduced to MS way early. I played in like 7th and 8th grade, so you must have been playing in like elementary. There's a lot of different kinds of intelligence, and honestly, intelligence is something I could talk for a long time about, make a lot of videos about. What's up, Forever Player Mid? Pre-K Maple Story? That honestly is probably decent for your brain. The red caught my eye immediately. What's up? What's your opinion on having kids? How much do you bench? I bench about 165 last time I checked. You lifting heavy, my brother? Nah, today is just a half-assed day. Thank you for the follow, Varon. I played in Korea before I moved here. Oh, that's why you found it so early. 32, then the English servers. Should be grinding league ranked. Was it smart in the sense that they were hyper aware? You could tell they have acquired a lot of knowledge. They were truly smart, Isaiah. Like, everybody likes to fucking cope. Fuck it. All right, I'm not doing that exercise. I don't have the patience for this shit. Thank you for saying that, Keith. What is your line of work? I'm a programmer. Can you make a video on clavicular? Yeah, I will. But the take that I want to give, I have to do like research. All right, so I said I was going to come to the gym and just fuck around, like get myself ready to like start taking it seriously. I can't really squat. What am I going to do? And then I don't want to bother the other guy in here. I think he has noise canceling headphones, but I'm talking really quiet into my mic. I'm not taking my lifting seriously today. Like, I'm just here to do something. But preview of my clavicular take is that, like, I don't think he's going to go away for a very long time. I need to confirm. But, like, earlier in that day, that stalker was talking to him, and there's, like, 10 of them, you know? And they were, like, touching him, you know, like, getting really up in his face. Yeah, I use AI a lot at work. Yeah, talking about programming. Take up space. Now, because this guy's not being loud or anything either. There are some people who play like music out loud in this apartment gym. Kind of drives me nuts. What's up, high on ADHD? What's up, Rick? Okay, there's a lot. Let me say with the IQ. The guy that I'm talking about, who I know to be smart, he explained things so well, and I'm a smart guy. And then I just kind of realized one day, like, he never loses me when he's explaining shit. And that's what I do. That's what I do to other people. And then so I realized, oh, like, you're handling me, right? Okay, the gym's empty. No, I could talk full volume. Yeah, so it's like, you're handling me, right? Like, you dump things down. Like, there's a reason why whenever I talk to this guy, I'm understanding things at the fastest possible rate that I can understand things. He never repeats the obvious, and he never says something that I don't understand. And so I realized, like, oh, you're doing what I do to other people, to me. And I didn't even realize it for months. Like, you're so much smarter than me that you know exactly what I know and what would confuse me and what I'm gonna ask about. And so I realized, basically, this guy's talking to me the way that most normal people only ever talk to children, you know? So he was the CTO of the first programming company I worked at, and I just realized, like, this guy is wicked smart, you know? Exactly. Like, this is kind of nice when the gym's empty. I have my MagSafe wallet jammed between a dumbbell and the rack right now. Brace and feel the stretch, talking during. So yeah, I'm pretty serious. Like, don't give me lifting advice. I mean, you can give me lifting advice. I'm just gonna ignore it. Great way to gauge a sort of intelligence. Yeah. So, yeah, who said that? Isaiah. Yeah, Isaiah. It's like, it's the realization that this guy who I thought was so smart. No, yeah, you're good, Kaylin, because I know you were chatting this whole time. You fringe on the same level? Yeah, so I later found out, like, a year into my employment that he thought I was one of like the smartest guys that interviewed. But like, who knows? Because the person who was telling me that, she was like a very good HR person, and not like basic HR, like people operations. So she's really smart too. Basically, I get very uncomfortable when I realize that I'm not the smartest in the room. And it's not like I'm the smartest in the room by a lot. I just usually can recognize like people's shortcomings. So like, I know where they stop, even if they're above me. But I just realized like, oh yeah, in like weeks and months of talking to this guy, I really have no idea how much smarter than me he is, you know? And then in the way that he would explain things to me and just understanding, oh, like he envelops me. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is me and he covers me, you know? Like his understanding of me and like what I know, and then also the things that he knows. Yeah, I had a good holiday, no. Like basically it's like, I have no idea, like this guy could think I'm an idiot for all I know, and I wouldn't know. Yeah, I'm getting kind of weird about it, right? You were fully inside him in a way. Yeah, like he covered my mind. You know what I mean? So like, you know, who knows? Like maybe he thought I was really stupid. All right, so I came to the gym today. Wow, chat is really popping off. Varan, I don't think you can be smart if you're broke in a first world country and you have like citizenship and you're healthy. That's enough caveats, you know? So like, people like to bean soup. It's like, if you are healthy, a citizen, and you speak English, then you're either not intelligent or you're not broke, but you can't be intelligent and broke in a first world country. Wiki, what's your take on bats? Takes too much time. Not a lot of people are smarter than you in every way. Yeah, I'll say that. And like, if that makes me sound very arrogant, so be it. Yeah, I made a few committee of affairs videos. I'm pretty proud of that. Yeah, terrible take, yeah, whatever. What are you so busy doing, Unc? So I'm gonna lift. I told myself, man, 54 people, that's the most I've had on my spam account. What's up, guys? I just came to the gym. It's Christmas. I'm guessing a lot of you guys are winding down from Christmas and just kind of like vegging out. So why do you think you're smarter than most people? Just like observation. I just don't think that's true. There's a lot of different types of intelligence. Yeah, people like to say that. You seen the CLAP stuff? Yes, I have. Bro hasn't heard of systemic barriers. I feel like I just listed all the systemic barriers. You know what I mean? So people always do this. And I'm just kind of not in the mood today to like pretend that like what you're saying makes sense, you know? Don't want to talk about that. I know like a lot of people in the white nationalist movement like to prop up Asians so as to not make themselves look as racist. Uche, because I just came here to do like the bare minimum today. To be taking detailed notes at the MacBook in class? Yeah, I think so, in like college. What have you invented? Are you just trying to take issue with the fact that I think I'm smart? I'm not smart, dude. You win and then get off the live. It's true that there's a lot of situations where you'd be the dumbest one in the room. Yeah, part of it is that I haven't lived up to my full potential, right? So like I shouldn't be the smartest one, you know, like I should be like the dumbest one, right? That's cool. No, I'm glad to know like this live does get recommended. 67 people, that's crazy. There's people who know everything but can't figure out how. Yeah. Does the lion believe in Santa Claus? Not for a long time. I wish, bro. I still write to him. Unc invented good videos. Thank you, Kaylin. Might just be me, but you're lagging. It's probably where I'm sitting in the gym. Maybe I'll move. You said you are smarter than most people. I take it, you're not doing anything in bad faith. Like you're not saying anything crazy. It's just, I can tell you're trying to like take me down a notch, and I don't care. Like I don't care if you believe me or not, you know? There was something, am I an angry person? I'm trying to cut down on my flavored air, which is a stupid, you know, it's stupid of me that I'm on flavored air. So, you know, how smart can I really be, right? What was I gonna say? There was something I meant to, like, there was a point I wanted to share. Thoughts on Trades Guild, I don't know what that is. What was it? Oh yeah, I mean, it's not that I haven't met other smart people. It's that like the people who are like much smarter than me in kind of like a STEM environment, they always tended to be weird. And so like just me, when I was more insecure and coping, I just kind of thought like, I'm the smartest, like kind of cool guy, I know. You know, but then this guy that made me feel so insecure, I took an IQ test. It's like he was buff, smart in STEM by like a lot, and then I think better at reading people. Like he's just a superior guy, you know? And I just had to like, yeah, maybe I'm not that smart. Like maybe I've always retreated to a certain kind of intelligence that I have that like whoever's around me doesn't have, you know? Like I see where some people fall short. They'll feel that I'm cool among nerds and nerds around cool people. Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah, Auburn, I think you seem that way because you're studying mechanical engineering, you got A's. Yeah, and then when I try to find you, I followed a few people who regularly watch my lives because if I ever need mods, if I ever get to that point, like I want to have the people who are here since early on. So you're on that list, Auburn, and like, yeah, you seem like you have like fun friends, you know, it's yeah. It's kind of a good place to be, but it's also a place where you can lie to yourself a lot, you know, like, oh, everybody smarter than me is a nerd, and then everybody dumber than me, or everybody cooler than me is dumb, you know, or everybody cooler than me is dumb, you know, like I don't want to have like that kind of cope, right? I'm 5'11", I can touch the rim with like this much of my fingertip. 50 viewers, you should have a couple mods. Oh my God, chat's popping off. What's your favorite, so what is your metric for being smart? I don't know, dude. Normally hate ratings, but in your is there a rating of the intelligences? Okay, I've turned this into like an IQ. Am I going to become like the Clav of IQ? I'm not trying to do that. Yeah, these are just generalizations. Okay, am I lagging? All right, let's move to a different place. All right, I'm going to move dumbbells. How much do you squat? I haven't been consistent in a long time, but at my best, I got up to 235 for 5x5. So they tend to assume they aren't. Can I dunk? No, but I can touch a rim. I can touch a 10-foot rim. Glute spread, cool, smart, even if they are. So how would you rate yourself in terms of intelligence? Noah, I would rate myself a 9 or a 10. This may be a cope, but I'm good at STEM coding, but it's a combination with awareness, social. Lagging comes in rare waves. Okay, I moved closer to where I think the Wi-Fi router is, and then I'm just gonna do some dumbbell bench press. What was your ACT score? I didn't take the ACT. Feather, and then there's one other guy kind of like grilling me on whether I'm smart or not. I prepped for the SAT a lot. So my SAT was 2320, but I took it 3 times. Okay, I took it 3 times and I prepped a lot, okay? And it was 2320. 800 on the math 2 SAT, 800 on the chemistry SAT 2. It depends on how you talk about it, Marcus. A lot of like what people would consider intelligence, like emotional intelligence, still there's a lot that goes into it. Yeah, I know, dude. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to come at you. It's just like, I always hear these things when people discuss intelligence, you know, and it's just like, man, you think people like don't know that, you know? All right, let's see. I'm figuring this out as I go. Will this hold my camera? I think this will work. Okay. SAT only goes to 1600 now, so I actually know that as well because I tutored SATs for a while. Is that the old SAT out of 2400? Yeah. Did you follow the esports scene in League? I mean, a little bit. My friend actually managed a team for a while. Like if you guys recognize Kez Jungle, I don't think he was like that good. He's good enough to be pro and he was a good jungler. I think it takes a certain level of anxiety. I mean, maybe. Or you just kind of start to realize like, I don't know. I'm 5'10" and a half. Do you have a favorite gym apparel brand? No, although I bought a bunch of Under Armours when they were cheap. They were on sale. These shirts were like $10 and I've had them for like 3 years. Have you ever had to fight anyone? Not since 3rd grade. And it was sanctioned by like 6th graders. I was in 3rd grade, the guy was in 4th grade. All right, Echo Fox Kez. I don't know if he was on Echo Fox ever. He got traded around after this. If you knew TDK, and then the guy now manages like one of the big teams. I don't know if I should mention it. I have a Costco membership. I've never been close enough to a Sam's Club. You can't not say who won. In terms of league. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do a quick set. 65 people, this is wild. Okay, TDK is a throwback. Damn, you're a real fan. Yeah, so my friend managed TDK. I used to play at the PC cafe that they like lived in and practiced.
26 on ACT, wasn't as smart as you thought. It depends. Okay, guys. All right, sorry. I'm gonna lean back and do a set of dumbbell press. I think after about 5'9", you stop facing setbacks, or even 5'8". You got a question? Okay, Claire. Full focus. Okay, all right. All right, I'm gonna lean back and do a set, okay? Man. This might be too light of a weight, but I haven't lifted in a long time. So I'm just gonna finish this up. Maybe I'll go look for 40s. I think I grabbed 30s. I really don't know where I was gonna start. I haven't lifted weights in about 6 months, but I've already lost track of how many this is. Maybe 7, maybe 6, 7. Yeah, this is too light of a weight. I'm not trying to work too hard, but I would like to fail. I would like it to be hard around 10 reps. Okay, the line is looking thin, thanks. Do y'all trust, I'm thinking about buying a Mobo. Let's see. Xander, you can give me lifting advice, but I won't respond. 76 people, this is wild. I'm gonna go grab some different dumbbells. Yeah, I'm just not gonna respond to lifting advice. Like, I'm not trying to learn, and then I also don't know that you know what you're talking about, right? So it's like, for those reasons, I'm not really looking for lifting advice today, right? Unless you're Sam Sulik, which, by the way, he follows me, which is pretty crazy. I told everyone about that one. All right, so now these are 40s. I think I'll still be okay. I might shit myself, actually. I'm not joking. I had Wagyu today, which I got from Costco. Are you still feeling insecure about telling stories? Kind of. It just seems a lot harder. Bro, you're doing your working wrong. I can help you. Yeah. I'm still getting my degree. Nice. Yeah, 335 is decent at 13. Hey, don't spam the chat. If you send the same message multiple times, I'll like take action. I'm not trying to sound hard. It's just you can like roast me. You can do a lot of stuff, but if you start spamming the chat, that's like pretty much. I'm just gonna cut it. No, I wasn't talking about you. There's a guy who copied and pasted the same message. It's okay to ask the same thing over and over too. I mean, damn, 86. I'm so grateful, guys. Like, thank you for watching me. I might myself. I hate when people invite me to co-host. I should be able to block that from people who don't know me. Don't show for 10 minutes, decline. Okay. Yeah, I had A5 Wagyu that I bought at Costco today. The mic cut out. Can you hear me now? Audio just got way better. Oh, is that because it cut? If you lift, bro, we will still be here. All right, I'm gonna lift. I just had like a poop desire hit me. Oh, it's the phone audio now? Okay, I'm gonna unplug my mic. Thank you, Noah. Okay. All right, how about now? Is it better now, guys? I just unplugged and replugged. Hello? Is it mic'd up now? Okay, cool. Yeah, I might shit myself. I had A5 Wagyu for dinner from Costco, and like when you eat that high of fat, at least when I do, I get very prone to shitting myself. So, all right, some people are about to get in the gym. Thanks for the follow, Camp City. All right, I'm gonna do a set, and I'm gonna start talking a little bit quieter. Apartment gym. All right, I'm gonna do a set. All right. No, they're not. I'm set up in a pretty obnoxious way, if I'm being honest. There's really nowhere else for them to have walked. That was too easy. Go up 5. Yeah, I did get to 10 reps. I felt like I could have done like 15. All right. Oh. Sorry about my setup. I did not think people were going to grind on Christmas. All right. Let's see.
I'm gonna curl with 110.
All right, guys. With the feelings, I mean, let me show you guys. This is how I had the bench set up. So, literally, there's nowhere else to walk. I'm moving to the side right now. The good thing is the group that just walked in, it's like a big group of people and they're chatting amongst themselves. So it's not very disruptive that I'm talking. Opinion on PEP. So I looked that up because John Cannon was talking about it. But it seems like something I'm not really trying to fuck with for the time being. Swing on. Nah. I would say that would go badly for me. 0 out of the 5 people who walked in. All right, I'm looking for something to prop up my phone. Glad to see people working out on Christmas. Yeah, it seems like a group of people were chilling. Glad to see people working out on Christmas. Yeah, it seems like a group of people were chilling, doing some sort of Christmas thing. Pretty diverse group, if I'm being honest. All right. I went up 5 pounds at the behest of whoever it was that said it was too easy. I upped it 5 pounds. Okay. All right. A guy who got sepsis. Okay. I'm gonna rest a little bit and do another set. Watch any good movies lately? I mean, I saw Hamilton. My gym is large for an apartment gym. Yeah, it is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty good. Management's kind of annoying. They do a lot of things wrong, but as far as like the investors who built this place, they built it pretty good. Bro's got Hamilton psychosis. Yeah, you have no idea. That's all I've been listening to. Your rest between sets are way too long. Fair enough theory. You're right. Oh, okay. Aren't you a software engineer? Yes, I am. All right, I'm gonna do a quick set, guys. Okay. First time Hamilton watch is a peak experience. Can't see the hype. There it is, let's go. I think I might have been able to do one more. It was hard on 8. Thank you, Forever Player Made. I might go take a shit, dude, at my apartment lobby bathroom. My favorite silly Billy. What's up, Benjamin? Man. Was the take you with you? Yeah, should I go take a shit with the... All right, have a good night, Auburn. Enjoy your winter break. Winter break, man. What a concept. Need 2 more sets. Okay, always to failure. Yeah, I'm worried because I'm risking a code brown. Do I just take a shit? Yeah, all right, fuck it. We're gonna go together to take a shit. Let's go. I'm front end. All right, guys. Let's go take a shit. Yeah, hopefully the Wi-Fi's okay in the bathroom. Do I need to mute yourself? Yeah. All right, let's go. If this cuts out, it's only because the Wi-Fi in this bathroom is not good. Make sure to put the can in the toilet first. All right, how's that toilet looking? Let's see if there's a cleaner one. That's why you're not getting the results. Yeah, because I'm taking a shit. How's that toilet looking? Let's see if there's a cleaner one. That's why you're not getting the results. Yeah, because I'm taking a shit. Let's see how these toilets look. All right, this is looking clean. I'm planning on trying to diet. So for me, I'm all about fasting. This door doesn't lock. Asians don't poop. Yeah, I recommend fasting, and then that way you don't really have to pay attention to too much if you're eating less per day, right? All right, here we go. Let's do a quick. Okay. All right. You're walking down a path that I can't follow. All right, boom. All right. Yeah, I'm sitting here taking a shit. The only thing is I'm not sure where I'm gonna put my phone when I gotta wipe. Why wouldn't you think I was serious, you know? Oh, shit. Fuck, the automatic thing just flushed. Ah, that's traumatic. Damn. Glasses off, you know that shit's serious. Thankfully I didn't get the Poseidon's kiss. Oh shit, Krypton, you shouldn't too? Look at us. I just saw this live now, but I'm sleepy. Oh shoot, what's up, Yanksus? This guy really taking a dump on live? Yeah. Forever player made. A Poseidon's kiss. Actually, if this toilet had splashed me while it was flushing, it wouldn't have been a Poseidon's kiss. A Poseidon's kiss is when you drop a duke and the splash from that duke comes up and touches your butt. That's Poseidon's kiss. How many of us are pooping right now? So Noah's pooping, one other guy, Krypton, said he was pooping. Am I gonna get banned? I mean, I'm not sure. I'm just sitting at my desk right now, man. Who's trying to snitch? You know? You got one of those Asian toilets? Nah. I mean, not anywhere, but I'm also at my apartment lobby. The only thing is, I don't know where I'm gonna set the phone down while I wipe. I might have to pause the live. There's nothing here to there's nowhere safe that I could put it. Oh, man. In the living room while my grandpa watches Murder, She Wrote. Do you have me on headphones, bro? Use your phone. Use my phone to wipe. Put us in your pocket. Yeah, I'll put you in your pocket. Imagine it's in the stall. Yeah. Okay, cool. On the floor is chill. I don't want to put my phone on the floor. That's the problem. You know? All right, put it in the toilet, bro. Came back at the best time. What's up, Javi? Oh yeah, you were here on my most recent live too. So, back at the toilet. Man. I'm nearly done. No, I'm not. Dude, A5. So I had A5 Wagyu for those just joining for dinner, and fatty beef. The last time I pooped myself, it was 6 months ago, is because I had a lot of beef belly, which is very fatty. Balance on the stall. Dude, it's so different. Here you go. It's a very nice lobby bathroom in here, you know? But there's nowhere for me to put this phone. What did I eat with the Wagyu? Pasta. I had 2 Brussels sprouts and that's it. So not much things to hold it together, you know what I mean? Sam, yes, I might be. People said I could get in trouble. I'm just sitting somewhere. I'm just taking a seat. I'm at my desk. Thank you, Mitch. Everyone's asking me. Everyone needs to chill, dude. I'm sitting somewhere on TikTok live. You know, how's that a problem? And then I'm gonna go back to doing some lifts. Man, why would this get you in trouble? I don't know. Oh, no, Jesus. Fuck, again. All right, I gotta wipe and get out of here. It's a hostile place. Oh, no, shit. There's more. Oh, fuck, there's more. What if I, did it spray? No, but I could feel the air, so it really scared me. No, this is, oh, shit. I'm in the lobby of my apartment. I was in my apartment gym, and then I had to poop. Ah, oh, crap. Oh, man. I'm good. I'm sweating, though. I am sweating, bro. Ah, shit. This is the worst live of all time. Why are you pooping at your desk? You can't prove that. It's time to turn off the live. You guys could hear that? I thought about turning it off of noise cancellation mode. Should I turn off noise cancellation mode? Ah, okay. I gotta get out of here before this thing flushes on me again. I had A5 Wagyu, so it's like really fatty. You heard everything? All right. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. It's not a safe place for me to be here. Oh, God. No, Taco Bell doesn't cause this, you know, unless you eat way too much. And even then, if you're pure of heart, it won't get you. All right, I gotta finish this up before it flushes on me again. I'm so scared. I'm so scared right now. Oh, man. Okay. And then I just gotta be careful as I pull my pants up. I think that's the only time that I could get in trouble here, because I'm just sitting at my desk, you know? Oh, God. Oh, no. There's more coming out. Damn. I'm not faking it. No, is there more coming out? I think I'm cool. Oh! God damn. All right, I got fully up that time. I'm not risking that shit. All right. Hey, I'm with you on Long John Silver's. Okay. Careful not to drop your phone. Why would you jinx me like that, Noah? Outer Space Enthusiast, welcome back. I think you weren't on the last one, but you were here a while back. Is Unk pissing? No. Thanks for the follow, bro. No, I'm just sitting at my desk. All right, gotta be careful with my phone. This motherfucker. There it goes again, flushing. That's 5 times it flushed in like 10 minutes. All right, chat, should I wash my hands or just go back into the gym without my hands washed? Not washing your hands is wild. The sink is out here. Guys, I'm setting you up so that I can wash my hands, guys. See that? I'll even use soap this time. Just because I'm on the live, I'll use the soap. Don't wash your hands. I'm not single. Wash my hands and my phone. No, my phone, I'm not touching that with my left hand. Although I do wipe my phone every time I shower because I listen to music in the shower. Don't wash, it lowers test. Closed mouths don't get fed. This time is crazy. Wipe your phone down, please. Guys, what do you think was happening in there? It's not like I'm aerosolizing poop. I guess I am. But no, I'll wipe my phone down when I shower. I wonder if I have the gym to myself again. Hell yeah, I do. So I could TikTok live at my natural volume. I took a shit. Everything's going good. Nah, bro, we literally heard the aerosols. Yeah, that's true. I can't lie about that. I can't lie about that after what I just did in there. What do I do for a living? I'm a programmer. Let's drink some water. Hiroshima Part 3. All right, so let's go. Let's see. When I left off, I had done 8 reps. 8 reps with the 45-pound dumbbells, and I was scared to push for 9 in case I shit myself. Where am I from? If you're asking like where I'm from, oh, sorry, that must have sounded crazy. My glasses hit the microphone. What do I program? I program websites in React. Okay, with people screen recording. I mean, if you guys screen record, I'm just gonna say I was at my desk. Nobody can prove otherwise. You know, you can't believe everything you see online. It's all AI. Who just started in programming, get yourself the cheapest MacBook you can afford, Rashid. Or get yourself the cheapest MacBook with an M1 chip, okay? Because as soon as you get a job, they will give you a MacBook that's more expensive than one you would ever buy for yourself. Yeah, my desk just makes that sound. Thank you, Mitch. See, we got people who ride to die and people who die to ride. Oh man, that could be like a good parody. That's awkward. Thank you for the follow, Art. I'm gonna hit the set now that I'm empty. Should I learn programming coding or would I be wasting time? I tend to think that you'd be wasting time, bro. All right, let's hit this set now that I don't have to worry, now that I can really push to failure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay. Oh. I couldn't even get to 8. Oh. Self-learning path or join college? I really have no idea. At least I got to 6, 7. How much water do I drink a day? A lot, especially when I'm hitting flavored air. I drink a lot. I know that bench smells. No, dude, I wiped it up good. You know, there's a lot of escape velocity on that dookie. So there's very little residue. Just like, it depends, right? There's a sweet spot for messiness, and I blew right past it, you know? Thank you for the follow, Joel, or Joel. What is the lion's name? Chan. I don't like when people call me that online, but I don't really try to hide it. So it was wet, but it wasn't thick wet, you feel me? So like by the second or third wipe, it already felt dry. You know, it's just like water. Have you tried the gum? No, I've done cold turkey successfully, so I want to do cold turkey. I'm a boot camp grad, Rashid. You got it right the first time, brother. Joel, okay, so you're a Latino, right? Is it Brazilian? I knew a lot of Brazilian Joels, like in the BJJ class. Airbags on standing desk, what does that mean? You pushing with your feet though? No, I'm not, Art by Cass, and that's a good one, thank you. I know I said no lifting advice, but I know that's what I should be doing. Yo, what's going on? Oh, this is my hand. Oh, is it in like, doo-doo-doo, you know? You're in BJJ? No, I did it for like 4 months and then I had my tooth shattered in a white belt class. A guy kneed me while pulling guard. And like, I wasn't mad at the time. Like, I know I read his vibe, so I know I'm misremembering it at this point, because at the time, I just remember thinking like, it was a complete accident, and it was. But the guy kneed me while pulling guard. You know what I mean? He kneed my chin while pulling guard from standing. And like, I mean, like I started watching more BJJ afterwards, just because I couldn't do anything for a while I was like healing. And I just remember thinking, how the freak did he knee me in the chin while pulling guard? Like, what a spaz, you know? Feather, you're not cooked, but it's not the gravy train. It's gonna be hard. Ain't no party. Yeah, I saw that about LeBron, and I see 50. Thank you, Mitch. Thankfully, I don't even remember his face. Like, I don't want to, because I would resent him. I just like forgot, you know, like I didn't think about him for a long time until I started telling the story. And then I realized, yeah, I have one of those white belt spaz stories where the guy kneed me in the chin while pulling guard from standing. Like, oh God. Super honorable to do what you did. Yeah. Apparently he asked about me because my friend, he's like really big into BJJ and he kept going. Makes me want to work out. Thank you, Art by Kaz. In fact, that means I should do a second lift. You see the news on Trump and the baby? I did not. Can make a comeback ever? Maybe, because I don't know that the electric stuff is going to do so well. That's a good point, Mitch. All right, I'm going to do one more set, then I'm going to do dumbbell flies, and then I'm going to do lateral raises. And then I should probably do something for my rear delts. Maybe I'll do seated cable rows. All right, let's go. And I'm going to push with my feet. Thank you, Art by Kaz. You should do 55 to failure. I don't even like moving dumbbells that are that heavy, which is why I hate doing dumbbell chest press, but my apartment gym doesn't really have good barbell equipment. It has those barbells with the fixed weights, and those are a pain too. I just hate moving weights around unless I'm actually doing the lift, you know? Okay. All right, bracing my feet. 1. Oh yeah, my arms are toast already. Oh, I'm gonna be dead tomorrow. I have, whenever you come back from not lifting, I definitely have that. My arms are like jelly. 4. Holy crap. And I'm untucking my scapula. I'm already getting sloppy. Oh, only 4. Jeez. Thank you, you're strong. Did I scare off the other people? I was at the gym before I took the shit, bro. Do shoulder press instead of lat raises. So I did overhead press yesterday and I messed around yesterday. Hopefully no pickleball tomorrow. You got 3 more. What's the weight? I'm doing 45-pound dumbbell, so it's nothing crazy. Let's see. I didn't scare the other people out of the gym. They all came in like street clothes. I think like one of them lives here and he was just showing like his friends who are visiting the gym. So I figured they wouldn't be here for very long. All right, what do I want to do flies with? I forget all the weights that are about appropriate. I think 15 pounds should be appropriate. Let's do that. Okay. How long have you been working out, King? Since about 10:40. I took like a 10-minute shit break. He threw a baby. Oh yeah, I saw that. I wasn't sure if it was real. Here's a piece of advice that I would say about news. Give it a week, you know. Let's see, so what gym are you at, bro? Isn't it 2 a.m.? So yeah, first off, it's 11:30 p.m. for me. I'm on the West Coast. And I'm in my apartment gym, and it's empty, which is why I can talk full volume. In fact, let's turn off sound dampening mode. Does that sound any different? I'm a programmer, flex for the camera. So I'm not very lean and I'm not very bulky. I'm kind of skinny fat, but I think I don't carry a lot of fat in my arms. So they're not big, but I feel like they look all right, you know? No difference whatsoever, sounds the same. Is bro from Irvine? No. Irvine is richer than like where I came from. Clean build. Doing better than everyone, still on the couch. Taking a live poop break. That's crazy. Does it really say that on the summary? Do I play sports? All right, so I'm gonna do flies while I talk about my sport experience. So I played tennis in high school and I wasn't one of the kids who played since they were young. So there was a big divide between the Asians that started playing in like 9th grade just to get out of PE and have a sports team on their college app. And then there were the white kids who'd been playing since they were like 7. And there's like a big rift. Like we're all friends. There's no social rift. But like basically the difference between like the 5th best player and the 6th best player was quite big. There was one guy that kind of bridged the gap. And he was Chinese and his dad was a tennis instructor. So he was pretty much in their category. And I also swam, and then my history teacher was a water polo teacher. And he wanted me to try out for water polo, because I got like a big wingspan. I raised my hand in class one day, and he was like, yo, stand up and like give me a Jesus on the cross. And then I picked up basketball kind of late in life. And I'm a good golfer. But as far as like sports, I don't play that much. FYI, mic switched to phone. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you guys for telling me. Okay, I'm gonna fix the mic. All right, how's that? I wonder what causes it to hop off like that. Am I pushing some sort of button? Are we good now, guys? We're back? All right. Tennis is always cooked like that. Yeah, I mean, I would say so. Tennis at the elite levels is supposed to be really, really hard. But, I mean, basketball at like recreational levels is way harder than tennis at recreational levels. Like on-ball defense is maybe the hardest thing that like a regular person who's not a high-level athlete will ever do in a sport. It's guarding the ball against like a decent player, you know, not even super good. Let's see, the Lion doesn't concern himself with the mic. I do, you know, especially when there's people in here, I'll talk quiet into the mic. And the treadmill makes a lot of noise. Yeah, I'd say I'm an MCU fan. Forever Player Made, I kind of get that. Art by Cats, I'm aiming for 150 grams. I weigh 180 and I'm like 20%, not 20%, I'm like 23% body fat. My lean mass is 140. So I think 150 grams is safe. Pickleball is the fun parts of tennis. It's easier to play defense than offense. It depends on what your standards are because you basically can't be good at defense. You know, like if you get to an intermediate level of hoops, right? And I never got there. Like people who are good at basketball, they practice 1v1 with like limited dribbles, right? Like 2 dribbles, 3 dribbles. Because if you give like 7 dribbles, you're always gonna score, you know? Did I go to university? Yes, but I dropped out. Aggies and Marshall Reed, I don't know about either of those. Enjoy the journey, advice is for backgrounders. That's a bit tough. Mitch, you can tell me about your situation. I don't know if you could type it all into a live chat, you know. Merry Christmas, Davi. I hope you had a good one. We got 23 minutes left over here in California. Gonna hit some weights? Hell yeah, Art by Cats. You're gonna hit some weights? What time is it? Are you not in the US? Learning so young and everything. I'm a programmer. Why'd I drop out of school? That's a long story. Maybe I'll do like a life story on YouTube. But basically, my life was a mess. My life was a mess until I was about 23. I was really locked in from 15 to 18. I was kind of like the king of nerds at my high school, I'm not gonna lie. Not the king, but one of the kings, I would say. You know, like very well liked amongst the nerd community. And then I got real burned. I became a real loser in college, hitting the ZA every day, barely made any friends. I really wasted that opportunity. And then I went to a coding boot camp and kind of got it back together. And I've been chilling since. $12:37 a.m. Damn. You about to go to a commercial, Jim? You have a YouTube channel? Is it different content than your TikTok? So all I have on there right now is a 1.5 hour review of Physical Asia. My channel is my main TikTok's like handle. You can also find it in my link tree, but it's just CKWON117. My programming base is JavaScript. You should use the machines. It goes boing, boing. Oh man, is that? Maybe I should check the angles. Everything is fine, nothing great, nothing bad, but she's not fun to talk to. Wow, Mitch. How long have you two been together? Did you do IB in high school? My school didn't have IB. The school up the hill did. My school was in like a suburb. It's close to Oxnard, if you guys have heard of that place. It had the most dangerous Walmart in the world. Makes it sound worse than it is. There's a lot of Mexican immigrants there. And then so like the average income might be lower because it's like a lot of working class people, but that doesn't necessarily make it dangerous except for like very specific areas. But my school didn't offer like the IB courses. The school up the hill, there's a big difference. They had a bunch of IB courses. Okay, Kalen, have a good night, man. You've been here since the start. Thank you. Do I like JavaScript or TypeScript better? I hate TypeScript. And I don't have like engineering reasons other than that, like, I feel like it doesn't catch any bugs that like you wouldn't have caught anyway. Dank giving advice to Mitch. Let me see what Mitch said. Everything is just fine. She's just not fun to talk to. Are you a Pokemon fan? Kind of. Do I enjoy what I do for work? Not really. I don't hate it. So when I have good coworkers or a good boss, I don't mind doing it. Like I like delivering for people, but it's not intrinsically motivating for me. 32, I did not get a job with the degree. I don't have a job. Dank, it's harder than it seems. Yeah, I bet. Is it because you still love her? So it's like you don't know what you actually want. What's your favorite muscle? Probably the upper back. Do you take creatine and whey protein? So I stopped taking creatine because I want it to be as light as possible for my running. And then I take whey sometimes. Yeah, bro, you're looking good. Thank you, Sahli. I freaking hate JavaScript, but that's most of the jobs I'm finding right now. Yeah, JavaScript's the language, of the internet. So there's kind of no way around it. Like if you know real languages, then I understand why you'd have like a certain opinion. But for me, I just learned the language that people offer jobs in. I know a little bit of C++, like a tiny bit. And that's about it. Or I'm dependent on her. Ooh, that's deep. Mitch, you should join my Discord. I'm not trying to plug my Discord, but I do have one, guys, and a lot of people have been chatting on it. Any tips to work at Roblox? You know what's crazy? One of my coworkers from my first job works at Roblox, and he's in my, or he was in my Clash Royale clan for like 6 years after we stopped working at the company we were at. Why you got a dangerous Walmart? It's just kind of in a dangerous place. Is it a big Discord? No, there's like 40 people. The thing I worry about is it's gonna change the vibe of the Discord as like more people join, right? And I really like how it's been the past like 2 or 3 days. I announced it on my main and a lot of people joined. And now people have been having like real conversations, like telling each other about their lives and stuff. So I don't know, maybe I should like leave it as is. It's kind of hard to recreate like that stage of a Discord. All right, I'm gonna do some rows and then I'm off. What's your goal, bro? I'm 180 and I wanna get to 160 lean but jacked. So I'm 180, I'm 5'10 and a half. And according to my DEXA scan, I'm 140 lean, which means I should be about 165. If I was 165, I would be at like, I think like 17% body fat. I probably would have abs. And then I would look really skinny because like this, I look normal now with fat. So I don't know what my goal is. My first goal is to just get abs. Mitch, I think I set it to never expired. Big Discord feel too clicky. Why are you live streaming in the gym? I don't know. I went to the gym after like Christmas obligations, just because I wanted to have a non-zero day. So I had no plan other than my foot exercises that were prescribed to me by a PT. The line is above average. Thank you, Art by Cats. Cooked IB program with like 3 kids, but we grinded that shit out. That's crazy. That must have been tough as hell. Abs for me too. Yeah, let's go Forever Player Made. Could you tell me what your height is? Are we basically like same build right now? Why do you have a blue tongue? I don't think so. Is a decision like the fat scan where you get an egg? No. Is the egg like with water? This is like a MRI kind of machine, but not as expensive. Consider making a vid on ZA, super accessible. I'm sure many can learn from you. Yeah, I made some. I think I need to be less shy to remake the same vids. Like the other content creators on here are freaking shameless. They just repost, they'll literally repost the same vid, like just download and upload. I think I'll recover the same topics a few times, especially because people ask me about that a lot. Nice, thank you, Joy. Thank you, Mitch. You're 5'9", okay. You seemed a bit more muscular than me. I'm guessing you started a little bit thicker, like muscle-wise. Oh yeah, I mean, threads and Twitter, it's just engagement bait. Yeah, I think I'll cover the same topics again. Like a lot of people keep asking about ZA, so I'll just say it again, and I'll polish it, and then I'll also make a YouTube on it. Oh, sirens outside. It's an ambulance, not a cop. So, are you neurodivergent? Maybe. All right. Oh, this chair feels kind of high, but I don't think there's a way to adjust it. Whatever. Am I neurodivergent? No. All right, how many am I trying to do? I guess I wanted to get hard around 12, But I also don't want to do more weight than this. I feel like it might hurt my shoulder. I should take it real easy. Start slow, make sure I can come back in on Monday. 5050 La Hura, La Migra. I started skinny fat, but my belly was poking out. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude, there's a certain, I'll make a vid on this too. There's a certain like line in the sand where your chest and shoulders are thicker than your stomach. So even if you're kind of pudgy, you look okay. And if once you cross that point, you gotta freaking fix it, you know? Damn. That's hurting my side delts quite a bit. The lion has golfer shoulder. Oh, you're talking about Clash Royale? I can make room. You got your clean. Yeah, I'll try to update the link if it's expired, but it might just be full. Hey, Fabers, are you winding down after Christmas? You're just like laying in bed watching? How's dude talking during the set? I mean, today's a half-ass day. Like, my thing is how you take a shit and not lose aura. I don't know, I might have lost aura. All right, Mitch, I'll DM me on TikTok, and then I'll like reply back to you once I kick someone. See, this is good. Follow me and give me more bragging rights. How many reps in reserve was that set? I don't know, like 5+, if I'm being honest. But my outer delts are burning when I do that. I'm not really sure what that is. But yeah, like today's a half-ass day. Yeah, better half-ass than no-ass. Today is a half-ass day because that's better than a no-ass day. I'll like figure out a lifting routine, and then I'll be more clean about it afterwards. Thanks for the follow, Feather Spheres. But today is just a fuck around day. You know, if I did nothing but go to the gym twice a week and just do whatever the hell I felt like, I would be so much ahead right now than where I am. So that's kind of my logic. Whenever I feel like going to the gym, I don't have to look up anything. That's why I said no lifting advice. It's like, I should learn how to do things better. Is playing QB or corner? I heard corner defends a wide receiver, right? Man to man. I don't know much about football, but I heard the joke about how there's no white cornerbacks. I was like, what is a cornerback? And I didn't realize that wide receivers were guarded man to man, but of course they are. You can see it every play. I just assumed there was some distance and you waited until they got like, I don't know, 5 yards ahead of the O-line or like the line of scrimmage. Yeah, body recomp. Yeah, that's been growing more lately. The bulk and cut thing, I feel like that came from like bodybuilders. 10 sets of whatever feels like, yeah. That's also why I like Sam Sulek. But yeah, it seems to me corner is much harder, you know? Especially because QBs have to learn the plays, which is really amazing. But also it's like we glaze these people. And it's like, I just feel like you just have to be pretty smart and then you really need to work like hell. I feel like that's what like Tom Brady was, Patrick Mahomes too, because he's the lighter-skinned black QB, right? That was in the Super Bowl like 2 years ago. I saw a clip of him like calling out, predicting the plays on like an announcement, like a broadcast. And I just thought like, okay, this guy's obviously smart, but what he really did was study like hell, right? Because like, how would you know what the coach is doing unless you know what he likes to do, right? Tendencies. So it's like, yeah, that guy's probably smart. I don't think you get to where he is if you're not smart. But that's really work that we're seeing. That's memorization. He's watched film, you know? But a corner, I feel like, is just, you get that for as long as your body allows you to have, you know? Doing book sets, whatever feels the best. Same, trips me out because we're the same age. Yeah. What I get for Christmas? The Lioness got me a watch. I don't have any watches besides like sport watches, like electronic ones. She got me a watch. Is that all she got me? Yeah, we just kind of get stuff for each other throughout the year. What do you eat? I weigh 114 at 20 years old. You could eat a lot more, bro. Eat more meals. You get hungry when your body expects food. Like I'm not an expert, but I do know a lot about fasting. I've just done it a lot. I'm not presenting myself as an expert, but I'll get into the habit of eating 3 meals a day. and I'll get hungry at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But if I do just like 2 days of 1 meal a day, I stop getting hungry during breakfast and lunch. So you need to do that in reverse. And I would start with carbs, like a bagel. Art by Cats, I keep having it on my mind. Sometimes I'll be waiting for like my pickup food at like Jersey Mike's or whatever, and I'll just put my phone down and stare off into space. I'm starting small, set the bar real low. Javi, have a good night. You've been here a while. Yeah, the Lioness, she got a watch. It's like a real watch, not like an Apple Watch or a Coros or a Garmin. Yeah, bagels. If you talk to anyone who has to be careful about their weight, bagels are the worst. They're like 300 calories. And then you put cream cheese on it, it's like 500 calories. They're like worse than donuts. You'd be better off eating a donut if you're overweight. But for you, if you're trying to gain weight, bagels will do that. And then you could start adding eggs and like protein to that bagel. But just start eating carbs for a meal that you're trying to add to your schedule. I found it easier to meditate when it rains. Yeah, I do like the sound of rain. The sound of rain on a windshield is really nice. Strawberry cream cheese are regular. So I love strawberries. So I like strawberry cream cheese. But I like green onion or whatever, you know, nothing fancy, like just from like the grocery store. They have like the green onion and chives or whatever. They're not high calories, but not bad protein. Are you talking about for bagels, bro? Ashurimus, thanks for the follow, but are you talking about bagels? I feel like bagels are pretty horrible, bro. How much protein in like a bagel? I got some diet bagels that had like a 1-to-10 protein ratio, which is pretty damn good. But no, I feel like bagels are basically like worse than donuts. Like 8 grams, yeah, over what, like 300 cal? 8 even sounds high, but I'll take your word for it. I just know bagels are insanely dense, honestly. Like, you'd be better off eating like buffalo hot wings for breakfast. And I think a lot of people who don't think about that would be surprised. Like, you're better off eating like buffalo hot wings for breakfast. You could probably have like, actually, you couldn't have that many buffalo hot wings either. If you're gonna have cream cheese with the bagel, you could have like 5 buffalo hot wings, you know? Basically, yeah, mama, I'm trying to learn from Sam Sulik. Do I eat the fiber bagels? Yeah. Forever Player Made, you and me are on like the same wavelength. It's crazy. We have like the same FYP. Yeah, so the tortillas that are like, it's like 6 grams of protein for 60 calories, right? That's my golden ratio is 1-to-10. So if something's like 100 calories and it has 10 grams of protein, that means in a 2,000 calorie deficit or 2,000 calorie diet, you get 200 grams of protein. If you eat food that's 1-to-10. So that's my magic number. So the fiber tortilla that you're talking about, the keto bread, those all have like 50 calories, 5 grams of protein. That means your carbs are neutral. You know, I'm preaching to the choir, but to the other people in here, all of those like diet foods, I don't know what they put in there to make it work. It's probably not the best for you, but it's like worry about that once you've gotten the big thing sorted away, you know? Like once I have abs, I'll start worrying about how processed my food is. Do I drink any or not? Yeah, I do. I used to just like not like it at all, but lately I've been liking it. Some weeks I'll drink like 2 or 3 times in a week, and it's just kind of not good. I have a hot take on macros. DM it to me. Trev, you've been here a while. You talked about advices for backgrounders. I recognize that. I could eat enough because I swim. Tuna is hard. Wow, I never thought about it like that. Yeah, Joel, it depends on your ratio. So for me, I was aiming for 200 grams of protein, and honestly, I didn't need to do that. I could probably get by with 150. 1-to-10 is a tough bar. 1-to-10 is a tough bar. Eggs are 1-to-10. Eggs are 7 grams of protein over 70 calories. So it's like, if you eat eggs, you can't have a side of rice or potatoes with that. The eggs are neutral. So if you're trying to get 1-to-10, you have to eat pure protein, like your chicken or turkey, you know? Rohan, yes, I am. Today I'm just lifting at the gym, kind of, and yapping a lot. Jaron, I really don't know. Ask Frank New, bro. Hot take, your most responsive muscles will grow without optimizing. Yeah, I think so, especially like, okay, so I'm not saying I look horrible, but it's like I'm very far from a genetic max. So I told myself I'm gonna come in and just have a half-assed day, but I'm gonna try to lift kind of hard. And I think I'll just do that until it's time for me to learn how to lift for real, you know? But I need to stop overthinking it, so here I am. Yeah, like, dude, what did they do to make bread 50 calories and 5 grams of protein? That doesn't make any sense. Thank you for the follow, Trav. Mitch, you have some hot takes, bro, but I appreciate you being in here. Eggs are the best. I love eggs. Yeah, so then you start, you and me, dude. Forever Player Made. Yeah, I don't love egg whites, but I've found that if you pour about like half and half, like you scramble like 2 eggs and then you pour about that much egg white, it's not super noticeable. I could eat way too many eggs. Yeah, I could eat eggs all day. Bagels are 270 cal, 10 grams protein. Oh yeah, that's not awful. Asher, I take back what I said. Okay, so my main point was that they're very calorie dense, but that is a fair amount of protein. Half-assed days are all you need to a point. Yeah, I'll stop half-assing when half-assing stops working. I feel like it's like a whole different paradigm from where a lot of influencers are right now. But we'll see. Check back in about 2 to 3 months, see if my body looks different. But half-ass every day is better than full-ass like on New Year's. And then at the end of January, you stop. I'm gonna half-ass. I'm never gonna stop half-assing. And maybe my half-ass will get more and more full-ass over time. But I'm done with fucking mapping everything out on a notebook and trying to plan everything. Yeah. What's up, KSB? It 100% will change. Thank you for the encouragement. Going 7 days a week for 30 minutes. Horrific angle. Yeah, I don't wash my angles very much. Elbows need to go behind your back. Is that why my side delts are burning when I do this? My side delts are the main reason that I can't keep doing this is that my side delts are burning a lot. I can feel it in my rear delts or whatever your upper back is called, but my outer, this is like more than a lateral lift. It's like burning. Yeah. All right. I'll try a few reps right now. Am I allowed to flare my elbows? I just always feel like generally arms stop when it becomes parallel. Yeah. All right. I was keeping my back straight. I'm deathly afraid of hurting my low back. All right. Let's see if I just go to parallel. So like to here, that feels like I'm barely doing shit. I guess that isolates my back more. Yeah. Okay. And then so I just do more reps or go to a higher. Oh yeah. I feel that in my lat, not my lats, whatever's above your lats. Is that your rear delt? Whatever, I definitely feel it there. Yeah. And then I was going back to here. Yeah, that immediately makes my shoulders burn. So I should just come to here. Okay. You need a gimbal with straps. So I do have a gimbal for when I go running. With that attachment, maybe not best to flare. Okay. Feels weird at first, but you should be able to increase the weights. Okay. I could see where the delt starts working. Oh yeah, could you tell when I try to go behind? It immediately, like it's burning because I didn't even rest. So I just tried it out. Rear delt is right behind the shoulder. All right, have a good night, Isaiah. Maybe I should follow, who knows? I'm probably gonna dip soon. If I could, I would just have you guys on while I walk back to my apartment, but I lose signal in the hallway. Is the lion a cat or a dog person? I'm a dog person. I respect the idea of cats, but it's like, why would you want an independent animal that is completely dependent on you, you know? But yeah, I mean, cats are smart and then they are affectionate, but they're so independent, which is fine, except for the fact that you're still liable for the cat, right? Versus a dog is just kind of like ride to die. They're not as independent. What's your favorite show? You guys gonna roast me if I say Rick and Morty? Or maybe Community? The Office, but when I go back, I realize The Office is kind of flanderized. What's up, user 47? All right, guys, I'm gonna log off. I've been here much longer than I already told the Linus. Community is underrated. I feel like it's pretty rated. You know what I mean? Like the people who know Community freaking love Community. Dude, I'm so scared to say I like Rick and Morty. All right, Penguin, Seizure, that Nakepur, Yodan. I want to watch Rick and Morty, but I can't get where Morty gets diddied. Oh yeah, that is crazy. Oh, thank you for the heart me, Bronx. Thank you, user 47. Oh wait, you're the one that gave, is your username something else? Oh man, TikTok is so hard to figure out. Thank you, Jonathan C. people appreciate me. Thank you for saying that. Joel, you've been here for a minute. Oh, thank you for the mustache. User 47, thank you. Thank you, Stinky. Joyi Song. Thank you. See you, Dank. All right, guys, I'm going to hit the button. Thank you guys for being here. Oh, actually, the line has just joined. I was about to hang up. I think they're checking on me. Are you in here? Are you going to chat? Maybe not. All right. Thank you for the rose, Forever Player Made. Thank you, user 47, for the heart me. All right, guys, I'm going to hit the button. Oh, shoot. 4 roses, cowboy hat. 5 roses. Thank you. All right, I'm going to hit the button, guys. Have a good night. Merry Christmas. Take care, everybody.